Right, what's up, everybody? So look, let's get right into it, cause we got some drama, stirring from this in this fight between Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. As the Haneys are demanding more VADA testing from Norman Jr. Which is pretty tripped out because in the original contract they had already signed it and there was a certain VADA testing limit set, and I believe that they already doubled that shit, right? Norman Jr.'s team agreed to double what was set in the original contract. And now Devin Haney's team, or Bill Haney, he came out here on that interview. I'm pretty sure you guys already saw it. And he's saying that he wants even more VADA testing. He pretty much just wants Norman Jr.'s team to do whatever he wants and to test whenever he wants. And, he's trying to assert some fucking dominance here, which is pretty tripped out, right? And a lot of people are saying that this is just an excuse and that Devin Haney's trying to find a way out of this fight. And, I started thinking about this shit, bro, and I was like, so from here on out, bro, is every fighter that Devin Haney fights, are they going to be accused of being on steroids? Or are you guys, is this just going to be the fucking protocol that you guys are going to take for every fighter? Because has Brian Norman Jr. ever popped dirty for anything in the past? Has he ever been accused of being a dirty fighter? So why all of a sudden are you guys doing all of this shit and you guys want all this crazy VADA testing and shit, right? When you really think about this shit, bro, if anybody should be tripping or worried about this shit, it should be Norman Jr., man. Because why? Once again, Devin Haney is associated with Snack, and Snack is associated with Victor Conte. That's Victor Conte's company. Victor Conte is associated with VADA. Even though he denies it and he tries to say that he's not, he is, And I've always said it since day one, bro. All of that shit is bad for boxing. You shouldn't be allowed to play both sides, bro. You shouldn't be fucking with the people that are testing these fighters. And then you shouldn't be able to have a fucking company that is supplementing these fighters, bro. Because let me ask you guys something. Has a Snack fighter ever popped dirty? And do you guys ever think that a Snack fighter in the future will ever pop dirty? Of course not, right? This shit would be crazy as fuck. How is the guy that's running Snack, how is he gonna pop himself dirty, when he is also associated with VADA? So like I said, bro, if anybody should be worried about this shit, it should be Norman Jr. The fact that the Haneys are doing this shit, I just think it could be a number of things, right? Reason number one, it could be that they're just trying to get like any competitive edge that they can get, right? At this point, they need anything. Because guess what, man? The reality is that Devin Haney is moving up in weight. This is his first fight at 147. I'm sure a lot of people thought that he fought at 147 against Jose Ramirez, but now it was a catch weight. So this is his first fight moving up to 147. He's going up against a very tough guy, which I think is gonna knock him out. I'll keep it real with y'all. I already said that since day one. And the reality is that Devin Haney's last two fights were complete trash. You know what I'm saying? He got his ass whooped by Ryan Garcia, and then he came out here and just ran the entire night from Jose Ramirez. So Devin Haney could come out here and try to fool everybody and put on this act like he always does, bro. But the reality is that inside of that boxing ring, Devin Haney ain't doing too good, right? He ain't looking too good. He showed us his true colors of where his mentality is at as a boxer. He showed that shit in the ring, right? He could talk all the shit that he wants, but what did he show us in the ring, right? And I haven't forgot, of course, how Ryan Garcia whooped his ass, and then the performance that he put on against Jose Ramirez. So all of this shit, of course, all of this shit is in the back of Devin Haney's mind. Like I said, he could try to come out here and act confident, but damn well that he's not a confident fighter right now. And I think it even showed, right? It even showed in the face-off where Devin Haney and Norman Jr., they were talking to each other, and Devin Haney was saying something like, "Oh, I see it," trying to say that Norman Jr. was scared, right? He was trying to get a certain reaction out of Norman Jr., but Norman Jr. stayed super cool, super confident, and I just think that is not what Devin Haney wanted to see, right? And after that face-off, I do believe that Devin Haney got a little bit shook, right? At the confidence and the demeanor that Brian Norman Jr. showed in that face-off, Because when you really break that shit down, Norman Jr. told him something like, "Where's your bodyguard at? Where's your bodyguard at?" Right? And then Devin Haney started talking really fast, like, "Oh," he said something. I forgot what the fuck he said, but he's talking really fast. His voice is cracking, right? And it just, the one that showed a weakness right there was Devin Haney. So it could be that he's trying to get a mental advantage over Brian Norman Jr., trying to enforce like, hey, you're gonna do everything that we want you to do and this and that. We're the A side, blah blah blah, all of that type of shit. Or it could just be that they're trying to pull out of this damn fight, right? Because of all the things that I told y'all. They got into that altercation with the bodyguard, and Brian Norman Jr. took down Devin Haney's bodyguard, bro. I saw a lot of comments saying like, it was funny as fuck. They were saying like, Devin Haney's bodyguard went back and told him like, hey, no, cancel that fight. That motherfucker's strong as fuck. And maybe, right? Maybe Devin Haney and all that shit that he saw, he's having second thoughts about this shit. One thing that I noticed about Norman Jr., bro, in the interviews is, look at this guy's hands, bro. Look at Norman Jr.'s knuckles, right? This guy's got some crazy scar. You could tell he's broken his fucking knuckles multiple times. He's got his knuckles are super built up, bro. And that type of shit, from what I seen in his hands, bro. Of course, he's a boxer, but I have a feeling that Norman Jr. is a street fighter as well, bro. I have a feeling that this motherfucker's been in a couple of scraps in the streets and shit, And all of this type of shit, all of this fighting shit, this warrior mentality, it just comes natural to him, man. So, next time you guys see Norman Jr. in an interview, look at his fucking hands and his knuckles, bro. This guy's got some crazy ass fucking hands and knuckles. That's something that I pick up on. Of course, I'm always looking at shit like this. Trying to see. I always look at the hands and I always look at the knuckles to see. For me, it tells me a lot about a fighter. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me, man. Let me know what you guys think about all this shit. Why is Devin Haney's team doing all of this shit, demanding more testing? It's kind of crazy because, like I told y'all, bro, I think that this is just gonna be a common thing or normal thing from the from the Haneys, that they're gonna be fucking accusing every single one of their opponents as being a drug cheat, and they're just gonna be demanding way more testing, But it is what it is. Go ahead and leave me a comment. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll be on to the next one, man. I'm out.